Hello, everybody. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel, whichever be the case. I'm Erica, or Ricky Mickey Plans, and I'm here to plan another week. Mostly, sorta, kinda. Um, but I do it because even if the snow's here, the weeks keep coming, so we keep planning. Yes, the snow's here. I usually say something like, if you live near me, you know the snow's here. But this snowstorm, I believe, is covering a great deal of the country. So you probably don't have to live near me to know that the snow is here. Wow. So basically, I'm gonna do my plans this week, but I'm gonna do it kind of like low key because it's very possible we're gonna be shut down all week. Like, I don't this snow is easily shoveled. I went and shoveled early this morning when we had like 10.5 inches already. It was easy shoveling. Um, so it's possible we might be back to real life by Thursday or Friday, but we're definitely shut down for 3 days. Just definitely. But anyway, there is a little bit of life happening this week because it is my husband's birthday. And his favorite color is blue. So I'm going to one of Heather Kell's floral Bib floral books, volume 2, and I'm going to these because they're blue and they're very wintry. And they're very quick. Not that I'm in a huge hurry, because again, everything in the world is shutting down, or at least my part of the world. But you know, I just, easy is nice anyway, right? So I'm just gonna take the florals, and I wish that they went all the way across the page, but they do not. So what if I kind of cheat on this side and then have very little on this side? I know they're florals, but almost it's like a hill of snow. You know what I mean? And I'm just now realizing, I'm going to put this down, that I never cut this little tip of snowflake off. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it. I think I have to go over my shirt. See that little tip of snowflake? I never cut that little tip of snowflake from last week. So anyway, that's pretty funny. All right, so I'm going to take this, and I want the big my snow pile, even though I know it's flowers, to be here. And I'm going to cover up this little note because I don't need him. And then we'll put this here. Yeah, that's going to be cute. All right. And I'll go ahead and cut this up. So I would ask you your totals to snow, but it's not done yet. But actually, now that I think about it, you're not watching this in real time. So the snow could be finished when you're watching this. So if you are in one of the areas getting a lot of snow, such as I am, let me know how much you ended up getting in the end. I'll leave a comment below once the snow stops here and let you know. I am currently planning at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning because church was canceled, obviously. And they say it's still going to snow until like 6 o'clock tonight. So, I mean, and we already have, like I said, at least 10.5, 11 inches. It could even be more. So, yeah, this is an impressive storm we've got here. I don't like this. Do you see what I'm seeing? I don't like how this it's made to go against an edge, and so it just cuts off bluntly. And I don't want it to cut off bluntly. So what do? I think I'll just round it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just gonna round it. So I'm just gonna kind of go like so. I wish I'd have thought of this before I put the sticker down, but it's okay. Is that better? I'm not sure, but it's not good, but it's better. Okay. All right. And so then I'm going to do this. Kind of go like so. And then I'm going to let this. This was not the right way to lay this down, but I was just kind of in a hurry there. All right. So it doesn't really have the cascading snow effect that I was imagining, but it's not bad. And remember this that I cut off of here? I can put it over here. But again, I kind of want to round that off a little bit more so it doesn't look so drastic. How am I going to do that? I think I'm just going to get rid of these. Yeah, yeah, that'll work. A little weird, but it works. I'll just bring this down a little more. I'm going to try to line that up. That'll do. That'll do. And I do want to fill that in. I don't want that to be I don't want that to be bare, so we'll just do one of these perhaps. Kind of go like that. I want to get the pine cones in because they kind of scream winter a little bit there, which I enjoy that. And there we go. So that is kind of uh, my broad stroke of decorating, so to speak. I will still do more decorating. I've got a little plan, a little idea, but that's my broad brush stroke there. All right, that'll do. That'll do. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna go really. I'm gonna do this totally different than usual. Like normally, I do kind of like my all day and morning stuff here, my afternoon stuff here, my night and evening stuff here, and I try to kind of almost get it in the order that it's going to happen. And I think today what I'm going to do is the stuff that is supposed to happen, I'm just going to put up here at the top with some dots. They're basically check boxes. That way I can easily cross if they don't happen. And then use the rest of this for either decoration or to-do lists or something like that. So I'm gonna this is a different kind of planning for me, but I am gonna do one thing that I know will happen regardless of the snow, which is my husband's birthday. Can we do much to celebrate it? I don't know. Why did I just turn that? It's a square. Did you see that? I don't know how much celebrating we can actually do, but it'll still be his birthday, right? So that's just a box from Colorful Boxes, which I'm surprised I still have boxes left in there. Like, I've used that for years. All right, so things that I'm supposed to have scheduled to do this week are, well, let's start with Monday. Monday, there's really nothing on the calendar for me. Tuesday, I am supposed to have a cast rehearsal for my elementary musical. And I am supposed to also have a faculty meeting, which of course I cannot go to if I'm at a cast rehearsal because you can't be in two places at once, but I can at least make sure I get the notes of what I missed from someone else. Wednesday, why can't I remember what I have going on? I think I'm just distracted. All right, I'm here. Wednesday, no, I'm not. Can't remember anything. Okay. Wednesday is normal. See, I'm off my game because I'm not doing it the way I normally do it. Like I have a regular way I plan, and if you watch some of my old videos, you'll see it's kind of it's formulated, right? And I'm out of sorts 'cause I'm doing it differently. But I normally have church choir on Wednesday, but this week is church supper night, which again, I don't think we're gonna have. But I'm gonna put it so that I can easily cross it off. No big deal. Um, also, also Thursday. I'm supposed to have my official observation at school. Won't that be grand if that's our first day back? Oh my goodness. All right, whatever it is. It is what it is. I don't get nervous about observations anymore because I mean, they're going to see how I teach and I'm not going to like put on a dog and pony show, right? Like this is real life. So if they see me on the first day back after all these snow days and it's wild, that's life, right? Sorry, I'm a teacher. I get observed a lot. Anyway, yeah. So Thursday is my long observation. Um, I also have a cast rehearsal after school, and my husband has a game night that he will still do because that's online unless our power goes out. Put that down here with an icon in a little bit because that one, since it's online, will still happen. Friday, I don't think there's anything scheduled. And Saturday, see, I'm getting back onto my game now. Saturday is supposed to be something big, and it will still run regardless of the snow. Will it be successful? I don't know. But it is our solo ensemble contest that I don't have to be at, but my husband does. I don't know how many kids will show up to it. I don't know how much practice they'll have gotten in, but that will still happen. So I am going to put a sticker for that because that's a big deal. And then third or Sunday, there will probably still be church. So I'll put a thing there. I'm still kind of off my game. So let's get back to how I normally do things, which is with these Post-its. So let's do Post-its. Let's do Post-its. What I do is I have Post-its for reoccurring events. I also, in my fancy schmancy zip top bag, have icons for some reoccurring events. So let's just kind of go in order. Trash night will still happen, I imagine. Our trash company, like, they come all the time, and I imagine they will still drive by as long as the roads aren't completely impassable and pick up some trash. Now, will we be able to get our trash can to the curb? I don't know, but we're still going to prepare for it. So we're just going to go with trash night will happen. So put my little trash can icon. Now, for us, trash night is also shot night for a family member who takes a shot once a week. And it's obviously clean out the litter week or day, because you got to clean out the litter when you do the trash. All right. We're also going to clean out the litter on Thursday. We might do it other days, but these are days that we've like agreed as a family we are going to do it because we need to. We've got 2 indoor cats and, we need to. So then the reason I have the Post-its is the Post-it then moves to next week, which is not here because next week is next month. So I'm just going to put it here for now and I'll move it to next week later. All right. I already told you church choir is not happening because it's a church supper week. So I'll move that. We already did this litter day, so I can move that. This game night, let's see here, is online. I'll put that in next week. And I will get the game night icon here and put it down here. I didn't give myself much space. I'm going to move that kitty litter thing up a bit. Don't like where he is. Yeah, that'll get me a little more space so that I can write there. This game I can most assuredly say will not happen. I could be wrong. And if it does happen, I'll move it. And then church is there, or I'll add it. But so I could put an icon for church. I mean, why not? Let's just cover up that dot. I don't need the dot. We'll do that. Since I have it. All right. And then I should probably put a little music note for the solo ensemble. Not again sure how successful this is going to be, but there it is. And nothing. Oh, we do have something for the pets this week. We always do flea and tick stuff on the first of the month. So I'm going to put that down here. Let's do that right before bed because nobody wants to pet the dogs after they've got that flea stuff on their back. So we do that right before bedtime. Okay, this is weird looking for me, but I'm going with it. Now, I think I want a quote, and I definitely need a box for steps. I changed my mind. Before snowed in, I'm not getting many steps in anyway. So I'm gonna go to the Green Gold Star quotes book, and I'm gonna pull off this long sticker. Oh, that I've already apparently broken off. Oh, maybe this isn't one. Okay, maybe it's not that long. All right, so this says, give grace, be grateful, love big. This says, be kind, work hard, stay humble, smile often, be loyal, be honest, travel light. I kind of thought they went together as one big long one. I mean, again, if I'm not gonna, yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna break them up like they're supposed to be. I'm not gonna break them up. I'm gonna use them as intended and just do the one. And then maybe I will go ahead and do a steps box, even though there's gonna be a whole lot of like marks for snow, no steps, snow, no steps. But What in the world? It doesn't hurt, right? So I'll get this box here and use it for whatever steps may occur. We may be back at school by Thursday or Friday, and then I'll get some steps in on those days, right? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's cute. And then I found a few more smaller quotes I wanted to use, just kind of spread around. Um, this is still the Green Gold Star Quotes books. Nope, not today. I thought was kind of cute since we're not going to be doing much this week because of the snow. Made sense, right? And then Let's Stay In. That made sense because of the snow. So I like him. And there were one or two more. Of course, I'm kind of looking for, right? So that's where my focus is setting. The Stick to It, I thought was not necessary, but cute. I don't know what I'm sticking to this week. Oh, I correct myself sometimes. And there was one more. It's a Martin Luther King thing. I have a dream. I don't know why. I just like it, and it's blue. All right, so let's Stay In. I don't want the red heart though. I'm gonna cut this off, and then I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna put the heart back in the book, and then I will. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Let's kind of go like off to the side. So I'm kind of like talking about how to celebrate his birthday, but then I'm also like just commenting in general about life right now or how I expect life to be right now, whatever right now is then. Not right now when I'm planning, but right now I'm looking at. Am I making sense? I don't know. All right, then let's do the. What if I do no, not today on steps? Is that funny? I think that's kind of funny. I don't know. I kind of want to spread the love and put some blue elsewhere. But I could still do that because I could do the I have a dream. I don't know what the dream is right now, but I still like it. I mean, it's never a bad day to quote Martin Luther King, right? Never. Well, let's put this here. And then let's put stick to it. I think I'm going to put stick to it on my to-do list. That's coming in a minute. So then let's put nope, not today. I mean, it could go anywhere, right? So I'm trying to think visually. Visually, I think right here is kind of cute. Could go down in here, nestled. But that seems a little lined up with this. I'm going to bring it up a little higher. I was going to go like that. I don't know. And then stick to it. I want that on the page. Or do I want to put it on my to-do list? I think I'm going to put it on my to-do list. So let's do the to-do list while I'm thinking about it. So I'm going to have two of them. These are some smaller pages that I get from Levenger, and I use them as my to-do list. I don't like them to be this size. For one, if you notice where the mushroom hole lines up here, it's below the bottom of the page, so that doesn't work. And if I move it up here, it's the same problem there. So I have to cut it off some since it's not punched right. And I just don't want it to go the full length of the page like that. So I cut it off, and then when I put it in, now if I line the mushroom hole up, see, it doesn't poke out the bottom. And then I will label these as a home to-do list and a work to-do list. All right, so if you're working in blues, a good place to go is the Indigo book. It is not my favorite book at all, but there are a few stickers in here that will work for me. These used to be on top of a square box that I cut off and obviously used for something else, but I can use these now as my title for my to-do list. So I'll have this, and if you're wondering, like, why do you want the extra blue space at the bottom? Because then I will take these stickers that say at home and at work, and I'll put them in that blue space. So I have big plans. Oh, I kind of want to space that out from top to bottom. I have big plans at work. I have big plans at home. That's cute. I like that. Good little title. And then I'll use my dot mark again for check off boxes for things I have to do at home and at work. And at work, we'll still be at home because we'll be snowed in, but it's still work things. Those dots look horrible. That's, oh my gosh, that's horrible. I don't think I can use whiteout. Okay, I'm just gonna let the dots look horrible. It's fine. It's fine. All right, where are my planner pages? I need them back. All right, I had a thought. I love this quote. I love Martin Luther King. I love this, but it really doesn't fit anything, and I'd like to save it for a time when it has a little more meaning for me. So I'm gonna put it back in a book. It's actually in the wrong book now. And I'm gonna take this one that says just chill. And it's not exactly the right blue. Actually, it is. Cool. This is from the blue quotes book. And I'm gonna use it instead because, chill, cold, get it. I like it. And so I'm gonna use this instead. This will make me feel better. And I'll save that quote for a time that I really like it. Yeah, I like that better. Now I do need some dark blue on this side of the page because of that. And maybe even a little more of that lavendery kind of color, lavendery blue. What is that? Like periwinkle over here on this side. So I'll figure that out in a bit. And then I think I'm going to add this. Nope, I'm going to put florals at the bottom of these. I really want to use this stick to it. Where can I put it? Can I put it with steps? Like stick to it even though you can't walk and just get on the treadmill? Ooh. Hmm. I should. I should. I'm gonna write smaller than normal. Or maybe I'll just do this. I like that idea. Like you should still no, I'm just not. It's too much. I do like the idea of forcing myself to walk even though we're stuck inside. I should, shouldn't I? Visually, I can't figure out how to make it look good though. What if I just do this and I'll just write small? That's kind of crooked. I feel like I'm forcing something here. Um, can I fit it? I think I can. I don't generally write small. I must tell you. I'm not a small writer. Um, let's put steps like that. Can I fit 7 days there? If I can't, this is a wasted sticker. So we'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But yeah. All right, so that's how I'll do steps this week. And the stick to it, maybe that'll mean I'll get on the treadmill and walk. We're stuck inside. Now, I mentioned florals on this. Let's do that really quickly before we quit. Um, let's just take one of these and I'm just going to cut it in half and use it for both, I think. So we'll just take that. Oh man, this would be, I'm not good at cutting straight lines. It may not be straight, but and we'll take you and we'll go like so. And then we'll take you and we'll go like so. And this is just to, make this kind of continue with the visual theme of the planner. Now, the only other inspiration I had for decorating this week was adding a few snowflakes. You watched my video last week, I did snowflakes. So I didn't want it to be the same as last snowflakes. I wanted to do it differently. So my thought was to pull out some inks. I like inks if you haven't watched my channel before. And in the old red seasonal book, there are these stickers here. They're meant for weather. People used to, it's not so much a fad anymore, but people used to like track the weather in their planner kind of in a back planning way. Like they'd be like, oh, yesterday it was sunny, and they'll put down a sunny sticker. Or they might even do it in a predicting way, like looking at the the 7-day forecast. Oh, it's supposed to be sunny on Wednesday and put a sun. I never caught on to that trend, so I have all these, except for one. Don't know what happened to him. And so my thought, since these are just black line, is to take a little ink, put a splotch of blue down, and then put these on top and just snow this up. This blue is not quite, it doesn't quite match, but it's close. Now, I am not a professional inker, so judge me not. See, it's really kind of a turquoise, but I think I'll like it. I think. And this is too small to schmutz on, so I need a bigger piece of paper for schmutzing. You always have to schmutz first to like get off the big blobs of ink so that this is more of a color wash subtle look. But let me get a bigger piece of paper for that. All right, I'm gonna be super fancy and use an envelope. Super fancy, right? You take some ink onto your cotton ball. There are professional tools for this, but I use a cotton ball. And then you get off the big blobs, and then you just decide where you want to ink. And then after you put some inks down, then you can grab one of these little weathery things and just put it down. And so it's just got a little color background, so it's not just the black line, right? Just gives it a little interest. And yeah, I've never done this before, but I kind of like it. I mean, it just made sense in my head that it would work. And so I'm just going to put some snow around. I have 23 of these. I could use all of them. I could not use all of them. We shall see. But I'm just going to put some inks and some snowflakes down and let's see how it works. No, I didn't think I'd use them all. And then I didn't count how many schmutzes I did with my ink, and I made more schmutzes than I need. So this one doesn't have a snowflake, and these two don't have a snowflake. That one doesn't have a snowflake. There are several. So yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I don't think I have these in any other books. I don't think I have them in any other books. I could use these little things, but they're more like stars. You know what? Let's just have a few that are like shiny because I've got a few spots that don't have snowflakes. So we'll just do one here. They'll just be a little bit different, right? Because not all snowflakes are supposed to be alike. I only have 3 of these apparently, so that's not very long. Put one here. And then I have these itty bitty teeny tiny things that are more like, glittery starbursts. So I might as well do it since I've got a few spots made. I'll just go like that and like that. And while I'm using these, let's use them up because I'm not going to be able to use them for anything else. Here's another spot. Stick one in here. Got 2 more. Sorry, I'm off camera there. I don't have any more blue spots I made, so let's stick some snowflakes in with what we've already got, just to add a little something, something. Where should I put it? Like that? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Ta-da! All right. And the other thing I said I wanted to do, if you recall, was a little more dark blue on this side. So I went to this really old rainbow book, and they've got this dark blue, which works. I have barely touched this page. So let's do Make Today Great. Yeah, why not? So that was my daughter. She's obviously snowed, but she has her best friend here who snowed in with us. And they have decided to make breakfast sandwiches, but instead of using like toast or English muffins or bagels, they're using donuts as the bread. Mm-hmm. And they want me to try one, and I think it sounds horrible. I think it sounds horrible. Yeah. So yeah, we've got my kids are obviously snowed in, and then we've got one extra. So it's gonna be fun this week, but I don't think I want to eat that. Let me know what you think of that. Does that sound good to you? Oof. All right, I think this is good for now. I could add some highlighter to these dots just to give me a little more ink, a little more color. So this was a cast rehearsal. This was a staff meeting. This was church supper. That won't happen. Neither will those. This was a cast rehearsal. No, this was my long observation. I'm going to do 3 for that. This was my cast rehearsal. That won't happen. This is a game night that could happen since it's online. And then this is church, which could happen. It's possible. Yeah. So there we go. Ta-da! All right, I am finished. I'm mildly happy with this actually. So I'm sad about those dots. Anyway, I'm mildly happy with this. I think it's kind of cute. It's different than anything I've done before, but I don't mind it. So thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please give this video a like. It helps out and it just boosts my confidence. And if you're inspired by this or want to see more of my videos, give the channel a subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps out my channel. It lets you know when my videos come out and all that good stuff. It's a boost for my confidence. And if you got snow, let me know below how much you ended up with in the end. And if you want to tell me where you're at, that'd be cool. But if you don't, that's okay. I'll still be impressed by the numbers no matter where you live. And I'll post my final number down there below too whenever we get it, probably on Monday. So I hope you have a great week. Stay safe, stay warm, and stay healthy, and have happy planning. Bye-bye.